Hey everyone, today I thought it would be a good idea to go back to the year 2004, the year filled with Shrek 2, Spider-Man 2, and, the DS. With the DS, Nintendo really just said, fuck it, let's make the Game Boy Advance SP but wider.
Okay, so like I said, we're back in the year 2004, yada yada yada, you've heard this before, and then Nintendo's like, hey, I'm Nintendo, here's a new handheld device after only 3 years since the last one.
Yeah, Nintendo, 3 years for a new console right after the Game Boy Advance SP, and all that really was just a Game Boy Advance SP but with a different slot.
The DS showed some promising new features as it was kinda like the Game Boy Advance SP where it was able to fold upon itself, but there was one new difference. It had a second screen at the bottom half of the console. This was a selling point of the DS, a second screen that acted as a touchscreen. You could use a stylus to do certain things in certain games, some certain games having you draw certain stuff, and other certain games having certain mini-games heavily based on a certain touchscreen. The touchscreen was a really cool idea that everyone seemed to be really into, and when you bought the console, you were given a stylus as well, so you didn't have to use your fat fingers for typing in messages and drawings. Yeah, I'm calling out you. I know you have fat fingers, that's why you accidentally clicked the skip button instead of the pause button. I'm not dumb. I'm watching. Okay, I'll back off from your fat fingers, I know. It's a medical condition. Oh, I was born this way. Shut up, I don't remember asking. There is one thing that I would like to mention about the stylus though, and it's one major flaw that it has. It's super easy to lose. Like, I can guarantee you could be playing a game like Scribblenauts 1 second and you're writing in something with a stylus, and the next second you look away, and you look back and it's gone!
Damn it, that's the 5th one today.
Luckily, if you lose your stylus, you can easily find new ones for cheap, especially off-brand ones, like the ones from Power Store on the Amazon store. DSi Stylus Pen Replacement Stylus compatible with Nintendo DSi. 2-in-1 Combo Touch Styli Pen Set Multicolor for NDSi. And all these styluses have a bunch of different sizes, and it's very helpful to find a large amount of extras, because you are bound to lose 10 styluses in the span of a week. Along with the touchscreen, there were also 2 cartridge ports, one for Game Boy games and the other for DS games. I do advise that you don't accidentally put the wrong cartridges in the wrong spot. I've tried, it doesn't end well.
Why won't it fit?
Nintendo decided it would be a great idea to have some backwards compatibility with all Game Boy Advance games, which technically makes the DS have 826 launch titles in North America. But if we're speaking in technical terms, the actual amount of North American launch titles for the DS is 7, Japan got 12, and Europe got a whopping 16, being the largest amount of launch titles for the DS. And we don't talk about the Australian release. They got like 3 games, but like guys. Seriously, we don't talk about it. We know how they get upset about it. So just try to be quiet about it. Try to be quiet about all of us getting more than 5. Yeah, they were crappy games in Australia, but shh, don't leave them be. We don't want them to get upset. Okay? Thank you.
But who cares about the other 2 regions? Let's talk about the ones that really matter to me. North America region, and its launch titles. And I'm sad to say that Stitch Jam was not one of those launch titles. It would have been a great selling point, though.
Okay, starting off with the first launch title is, of course, am I reading this right? Stan, you put this in the script, right? I'm reading this right, correct? Are you kidding? You're serious? You're actually serious? It was Madden NFL 2005? That was the launch title?
I'm sick and tired of Madden.
What else can I say? It was Madden 2005. No, you got it wrong. Not that one. The one on the DS. There you are. Better. But yeah, Madden 2005 was a launch title. Let's forget about it, and let's go on to the next game, which was the Herb Sims in the City. Ooh, yes, an amazing Sims game, but you're in a rundown city, and there's added dance moves and dance competitions in it. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Why was this a thing?
Well, apparently, The Herbs was a very highly offensive game, but it's a Sims game. I thought it could be that awful, but you know what? I digress. The game on the DS is much different than on the PS2 or GameCube. It's more so an adventure game and less Sims-like. You have to complete missions, and surprisingly, this was also released on the Game Boy Advance.
Now I see why the slot is so important. So I can buy the same game twice and put it in at the same time.
While this is great and all, and this game was probably really exciting for Sims fans, I personally don't care about it. And I'd rather talk about other games, even if I don't care about them. They are probably more interesting than the Herbs Sims in the City. You know, like this next launch title, which... oh, it was the opposite of exciting. Metroid Prime Hunters, the First Hunt. The reason why so many people were upset with this game is because the reveal trailer made it look so generic, and it was nothing close to like what the Metroid series and Metroid Prime series stood as for a whole. It honestly just ended up looking like a failed attempt at making a Metroid Prime spin-off game. It was a multiplayer deathmatch game, but with a lot of Samuses battling it out. Samuses? Samuses makes sense, yeah.
Sadly, it wasn't the Metroid Prime game we were looking for.
So the next game to be a launch title for the DS was a racing game by the name of Asphalt Urban GT, which was also released on mobile phones, and it allowed up to 4-player multiplayer. Okay, I guess. But, you know, it was just nothing more than a basic racing game. And might I add, there are a ton of racing games on handhelds, especially the DS. They had a Pokemon race game as a launch title for Japan's DS. I mean, what's up with that? Okay, we get it. We don't want to hear about racing games. We don't want to hear about awful Metroid Prime spin-off games. So, let's talk about one of the last North American launch titles. And let me tell you, it's a good one. It is Spider-Man 2, a follow-up to the 2002 Spider-Man. But it isn't just limited to the console. Hell yeah, give me some of that Peter Parker action on handheld.
Oh man, I just can't wait to go swinging an open world on the go as Spider-Man. This wasn't what I was expecting. I wanted more.
Well, this is more. Super Mario 64 on the DS, very unexpected and very much appreciated. It is the classic Super Mario 64, but on the DS, with 3 new characters, Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi. You start off with Yoshi and have to unlock all the other characters, which I am fine with. Yoshi adds a different playstyle and makes Bomb-On Battlefields feel new. So many people were hyped up over one of the best 3D games coming to a handheld, and it was a great launch title and puts all the rest to shame, because all the rest sucked.
Now with Mario 64 being a fully 3D game on the handheld, why couldn't Spider-Man 2 be more like its console port?
I swear, if you say that this isn't Spider-Man 2, you are dead to me. Well, with all the launch titles out of the way, there's something I need to do, and that is talk about Download Play. Cause oh shit, I almost forgot to talk about Download Play. Download Play was a free feature incorporated into every DS, and it allowed for you and your friends to play multiplayer games with one another online. And it was, free. Only one person needed to own the game for you to play with one another with, limitations. That's to be expected. These limitations tended to be like you couldn't access all the content or get past a certain point, like how in Mario Kart DS you were forced to play as a Shy Guy if you didn't also have the game in your cartridge slot, as if to shame you into getting the game, so you didn't have to be stupid little Shy Guy. Yeah, stupid little Shy Guy. You don't want to be stupid little Shy Guy, so buy the game. Buy the game for yourself. Buy the game for yourself so you don't have to be stupid little Shy Guy. I'm not sorry, Shy Guy. Download Play was a great way to incorporate local online play without the need of so many cables, and it was free. Thank God we are in the Game Boy era anymore. Holy shit, I would have wanted to die.
Yeah, I do have a crippling wire problem, so...
Now that I don't have to worry about any more wires, I can relax while playing some of my favorite games on the DS, like Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. And Cooking Mama. And Stitch Jam. What did you expect? I was gonna do Stitch Jam. Stitch Jam is a great game. It's Stitch Jam.
Yeah, Stitch Jam, an amazing game. Never played it because it is sealed, and I must keep it sealed forever because it's the best DS game, and it's my only sealed game. So I'm gonna keep it sealed forever, knowing that it's an amazing game. I'll never play it. But, I mean, yeah, the DS was cool and all, but Stitch Jam was great.